How to learn foreign languages with the shorts of YouTube. This is the second version of about learning with the shorts of YouTube. Shorts of YouTube is very useful to learn foreign languages because of it's very intensive listening, and then because of less 1 minute, and then it's a good content. This is the second version of the learning way to learn with shorts of YouTube. And then I'm going to talk about two things here, and then what kind of shorts are good for learning uh, foreign languages, and also how we can study with the shorts. First, what kind of shorts are good for learning foreign languages on YouTube? And then there are many shorts. In my opinion, and there are three shorts that are useful in categories. First, um, podcast and news and singer, songs. Because podcast is presented by the expert of speaker who deal with the specific topics, and or they are good at speaking, and also they invite guests who speak very well, and also who speak about many topics. That is good. So, and then podcast is good for listening. So, and then it's good. And shorts of podcast are very good. And also the news is good. The short of news is presented by announcer. And then so an announcer use uh, good pronunciation when they speak. They are also expert or speaking area. And also the singing is enjoyable. Some from the concert or some singers, and then they also make shorts to promote their videos, something. So, and then three kinds of shorts are good for learning foreign languages in terms of content. And shortly, and we can use these three kinds of shorts, podcast, news, and songs. And then second, I'm going to talk about how can we study with the shorts. How can we study with the shorts? Shorts are good. And then, for example, if we listen to Korean, my native languages, in shorts, I can listen well, no problem with that. I can understand about what the story is like. But other people who learn Korean as a foreign language, when they listen to podcast news and songs, they cannot catch the whole stories, the whole words, meaning, in terms of from the beginners to intermediate level. And then maybe advanced level, they can capture and then they understand what they are listening. But I'm talking about then learning about foreign languages from beginners to intermediate. The using shorts is good for intermediate level who can build up vocabulary and understand about little bit, can read and then understand about some grammatical poem, and then try to intensive listening practice. So intermediate level is to go from step 1 to step 3. Then they can do that. So in my opinion, when I learn maybe Vietnamese, I try to listen. Maybe I just think about myself. I am the first step of intermediate level. So, and then just I only catch up the vocabulary 10% of shorts its impacts. So and then I just listen, 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 and then I just listen, listen, listen. So I just listen. So I just listen, listen, and then repeat, 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 and then I just can capture some words, and then there's the way to that, and then listen about 3 or 5 times. After then, I'm trying to follow up, just listen, and then next I use a subtitle 2 or 3 to understand the contents, what they are talking. After then without subtitle, listen one more time. In these ways. So most important thing is don't try to, in my case, I don't try to translate the short to Korean because the short is spoken in 20 words a minute. So, and then very fast. 200 words in a minute, and it's very fast. If you try to translate at the same time, it's impossible. It might be the professional interpreter can do that, well trained. At the same time, they can make some trying to interpret what they listen and then checking unique way, and then they can report and then as an interpreter. But normally, and then normal person cannot catch up the speed. So in the best way is just to follow up what they speak and then trying to catch up some words in itself. After then, and trying to repeat just repeat in mind. And then, and while you do that, and then you have a much more catch up with the speed of the speakers because you don't try to interpret, to translate what they talking into your own language. So because while we are listening and then speaking, and then we have a much more uh, time to listen, understand. Don't try to interpret or translate, just to listen and then catch up. And that is the best way to improve your capacity in learning foreign languages. And then in, after you listening or you practice with this, if you want to talk with some your target language, it also, if you remember that, some you can talk about what you heard. For example, some word, or you can catch up what they are talking, and then you can talk about the topic, not exactly the same thing. And then you can improve your listening skills and comprehension skills. Then you can do that. You can use the shorts like that. Today I talk about how we use the shorts of YouTube, and we show how we use shorts of YouTube. Today I talk about how can we use shorts of YouTube, and then shorts of YouTube, and then kind of shorts and 3 things: podcast, news, and songs. And then the way to learn is just to follow up, and then few times, and less 10 minutes we can use shorts. Also, we can enjoy listening shorts with the earphone, and then in public, and then so, and then any place we can use it. It's very accessible to learn this foreign language with the shorts of YouTube. Then also, it's important thing is that we should know that shorts is a uh, even though we learn short, then short that way cannot improve our language skills. rather than mostly, and then we spend studying language, foreign languages in many ways, doing online language exchange or building vocabulary, and then learning with the teachers, and then, but we can measure our ability by using shorts of YouTube, and then we can measure by ability by using shorts. Then we can do that. So okay, I finished here. Now I talked finished, but this one is not finished. One, two, three, four, maybe four. Yeah, 4 pages. I got a four. Only just asking properly do it. Voila. Then I can get the content from what I talked, and then very quickly it's yeah, it analyze what I'm talking about, that because already I talk about this topic in Korean and also in many ways. So and then yeah, only, and then I think that this one okay, and then copy this, delete this, and actually I will get some voice sound, and I'll make a new version of the video with the CapCuts, and then with some free copyright photos, and to attract people who want to make people watch. Thanks for sharing your draft. I can see you're passionate about language learning with YouTube Shorts. I will listen your text into a clear, natural, and engaging English version while preserving your messages and structure. Here's the appropriate and refined version. How to learn language with YouTube Shorts version 2. YouTube Short can be a very effective tool for learning foreign languages. Why? Because they are short, under 1 minute, highly focused and often based on real spoken language, making them great for intensive listening. In the second version of my content, I'll talk about two main things. What kind of YouTube shorts I use for language learning? How we can study with those shorts effectively? What types of shorts are good for language learning? There are many kinds of shorts on YouTube, but from my experience, three categories are especially useful: podcasts. Podcast shorts often feature expert speaker or guests who speak clearly and fluently on specific topic. These videos are great for learning because the speech is usually well structured, the vocabulary is topic based, the speakers are often skilled communicators. News clips. News presenter or announcer speak with excellent pronunciation and clear articulation. They also follow standard grammar and phrasing, which make it easier for learners to follow. News shorts are ideal for learning formal or professional language. Music, singing shorts. These are fun and emotional. Many shorts feature concert clip or official music video where you can learn pronunciation through rhythm, get exposed to cultural expression, enjoy learning through lyrics. So podcast, newscript, and the music video are the three best categories to start with when learning through YouTube Shorts. How to study with the shorts. Now, let's talk about how to study with these shorts, especially for intermediate learners. If the language in the shorts is your native language, it's easy to understand. But for language learners, especially beginners and intermediate, it can be hard to catch every word or understand the full meaning. From my own experience learning Vietnamese, I would say this method worked well. Step by step listening practice, just listen, no subtitles. Listen to the show to read time and try to catch any familiar word or expression. Even if you understand only 10%, that's okay. Listen with subtitles. Watch it again with caption if available. Now try to connect to the written text with what you hear. Listen again without subtitle. Go back and listen again without caption to see how much more you understand now. Repeat and shadow. Try to mimic the speaker's pronunciation and rhythm. Don't worry about perfect translation. Just focus on listen and then repeating naturally. Repeat it. Don't translate everything. When people try to translate while listening, especially with fast speech like 200 words per minute, it becomes overwhelming. Interpreters might be trained to do this, but most learners are not. And then instead of translating word by word, just listen, understand the flow, and then repeat what you hear in your mind. This builds your listening speed and comprehension over time. From listening to speaking. Once you are listening up, try talking about what you heard. For example, if the short was a podcast about travel, try saying a few sentences in your Thailand language about that topic, you'll find that your vocabulary and the confidence improve naturally. Final short. Today, I talk about why YouTube shorts are great for language learning, which shorts are most useful, podcast, news, and so on. How to study with them using a step-by-step method. The best part, you can do this anytime, anywhere, on the bird, while walking, or during a break. And just put on your earphones and enjoy. But remember, shorts alone are not enough. Combine this with other methods like language exchange, vocabulary study, and lesson with the teachers to get the best results. Happy learning. Okay, finish it. I hope I can get a um good sound, good um voice, good um, speaking voice.